this is Brother Ward, and let's take a look at the first one. So it goes something like this. The line comes through here, and we're going to identify this point right here. And the coordinates at that point are -1, 0. And then this point right here has the coordinates of 0, 2. And so we're going to draw a slope triangle. It goes up 2 and right 1. And so the slope on this one is 2 over 1. Because this distance here is 2 units. And this distance here is 1 unit. And so there's a vertical change of 2 units and a horizontal change of 1 unit as we move from this point to this point. So that gives us a slope 2 over 1. Because slope is rise over run, or vertical change over horizontal change. And you can write that as 2 because 2 divided by 1 is equal to 2. Alright, let's look at the second one. And this one is coming through kind of like this. And we have a point here and a point here. So if we think of what's the vertical change, we can draw a slope triangle. We have 1 unit and a horizontal change of 4 units. So up 1 unit, right 4 units. Vertical change divided by horizontal change gives the slope. Okay, the third one is a horizontal line. And so for this, since there is no vertical change, there's no rise or fall, it stays steady in a vertical direction. The vertical change is 0. And I could pick any other point along here and write the horizontal change. In this case, I made it 4, but even if I made it here, it would be 6, or if I made it here, it would be -2. No matter where I put it, 0 divided by any other number is always 0. So that's why in this case the slope is 0. Alright, this next one, the line comes through here kind of like this. So let's identify some points, and I want to mention that it really doesn't matter which 2 points you use. So I might pick different points than Brother O'Shaughnessy did. Let's say I pick this one and this one. So with those two, I have a vertical change of -3. So that's the numerator. And a horizontal change of +3 because that's right. Remember, right is positive, left is negative in a horizontal direction, up is positive, down is negative in a vertical direction. And so my slope is -3 divided by 3, which is -1. Now just to show you a different way to do this, if I decided to start with this point and go to this point, could think of it as being up 3. So positive 3 in the vertical direction. And then left 3, which is negative 3 in the horizontal direction. But 3 divided by negative 3 is still negative 1. So either way, I still get negative 1 as my slope. And just to prove the point one more time, I could choose to start here and end up here, in which case I'm going right 8, down 8. So positive 8 for my horizontal change, negative 8 for my vertical change. Vertical change goes on top, horizontal change goes on the bottom. I still have negative 1. So with these lines, it doesn't matter which 2 points you pick, it doesn't matter which one you start with, the slope will always be the same for a given line. Okay, now we're on number 5. And for this one, the line looks kind of like this. And if I pick 2 points on it, I can pick this point right here. Sorry. And I can pick this point right here. Really any 2 points on the line. And if I count the vertical change, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units up, so positive 6. And the horizontal change is 2 units to the right, so positive 2. Slope is vertical change divided by horizontal change, and that simplifies to 3. And finally, we have number 6, which is a vertical line. It looks something like this. So vertical lines are kind of different. Let's go ahead and analyze it by picking 2 points. And again, I can pick any 2 I want. So I'm going to pick this one and this one. So to get from this point to this point, first we have a vertical change of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So positive 7. Horizontal change from this point to this point. The horizontal change is 0. There's no right or left movement at all. So the slope formula says divide the vertical change by the horizontal change, but in this case we have 7 divided by 0, which is undefined. Because remember, you can't divide by 0. You try to do it on a calculator, you get an error. Division by 0 is undefined. So vertical lines always have undefined slopes, because in a vertical line, the horizontal change is always 0. So the slope is undefined. Alright, hopefully that helps.